Hi, everybody. Welcome to Katie in the Morning. I'm Katie Page, Director of Member Relations at the National Association of Healthcare Assistants. Happy Friday, first of all. I want to warn you guys ahead of time. This one's going to be a little bit core Katie in the Morning session. Today, I want to talk about how information can lead to a revelation of yourself, a revelation of your profession, a revelation of your community. Last week, or the week before, it was last week actually. Lori Lisa, there were several people that shared a story about a lady who recently came into the news headlines that she was repeatedly raped and sodomized within a nursing facility. It was reported several times by her daughter. Nothing was ever done about it until her daughter formally filed a report with the local police before any action was taken. The thing that I don't understand about this is this senior lady, this disabled lady who had dementia, was surrounded 24 hours by caregivers. There had to have been some signs, some behavior, something that said that something was going on with her care, with her personality. There had to have been some traits. Why was none of this reported? Over the last 2 years, we have had hundreds of CNAs take the Elder Guard pledge to protect the elderly, report abuse, stop abuse, prevent abuse from happening. Yet things like this are still happening all across the nation. Now here, I can tell you why. There is plenty of information out there about abuse, whether it is physical, financial, sexual, emotional. We read about it. It is drilled into our heads at all of our in-services through online education. It is literally everywhere. But until you take that information and you process it and you apply it to your everyday life, it is just information. It is not something that is going to lead to action. For those of you CNAs out there that are professional CNAs who take that information and take it to heart, I definitely tip my hat to you guys, but it is not something that is going to stop with one person taking those professional skills to a different level, not only to better themselves, but to better the care of the people that you're taking care of, to better the community, and to better the facility in general. The amount of abuse and neglect and rape and sexual abuse and everything that goes on to this country is at a phenomenal number. CNAs have the information, we have the skills, and we have the professional drive to stop this. Stop letting people stop you from doing it. You have the information, you have the knowledge, you have the skills, and you have the compassion. Step up and be somebody, be an advocate, be a protector of the elderly. Don't let people do this. If you have a partner that's coming in on a daily basis and all of a sudden they're starting to change and you're seeing their stress level rise, don't let things slide just because they're having a bad day. That is not only affecting them, but it's affecting all the people around you. It's affecting all the people around them, including the people that they're caring for. Don't let something slide where a CNA is walking down the hallway, a resident says something to them, and they smart off at them. That's not appropriate and is not acceptable. Stop letting it be acceptable. That's how things are happening. It goes from a snide remark or comment to an argument, and eventually it will escalate into something that is physical, and that is not fair to the people that we're taking care of, and it is not fair to the professional CNAs that are surrounding these people. Stand up and be somebody for these people who can't be somebody for themselves anymore. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to talk about this just a little bit more.
Tune in to our live stream of the Knock Break Room with Katie Page every Monday at 4 p.m. Central on CNA TV. Join us as we honor CNAs with your host, Lisa Sweet. CNA Heroes, Friday at 7 p.m. Central, only on CNA TV.
Welcome back to Katie in the Morning. Today we're talking about how information can lead to a revelation within yourself, a revelation within our profession, and a revelation within our community. Like I told you guys, this is a little hard hitting today, but I definitely wanted to cover this subject because it is a very, very big passion of mine, not only in the skilled nursing setting, but also in all the other fields that a CNA or a caregiver can work in. We had another peer chat message come in last week. I'm not going to say any names or where they're from, but it was a daughter who wrote in on peer chat and was asking for advice. Her mother had dementia. There was a home health company that came in to take care of her mom. The CNAs let their license lapse, so they were no longer active as a CNA. They did not inform her of this. And then it started coming up that her mom was missing items, her jewelry, food from the house, clothing. These professional CNAs were taking everything from this woman who couldn't I don't want to say retaliate, but report it to her daughter. It wasn't until her daughter went in and started noticing these things missing that she brought it to the CNA's attention. There was a criminal report that was opened with the local police. Her daughter had taken pictures of some items that had come up missing, and there was communication between the CNA and herself. The CNA had said, "This is stuff that your mom didn't want you to have, so she gave it to me." That in itself just sounds a little fishy. It turned out that the business was actually a fake. There's so much that's happening. There's so much fraud and identity theft going on, and people that are coming in and taking advantage of people on this home health industry as well. It's not just in skilled nursing facilities. It's not just in assisted living. You hardly ever see it in hospitals, but that's because there's so much security, so much documenting, so much everything within hospitals that I think people are a little afraid to do anything in that public of a setting. But when it comes to a long-term care setting like home health care, assisted living, and skilled nursing facilities, it is so much easier to get by with. But I just want to kind of backtrack there and talk about the professional CNAs that are in our field, the ones that are taking action. They're in this for the right reason. We'll be in this for the right reason, but do the right things for the right reason for being in this career, if that makes any sense. Like I was talking about before, don't let things escalate. Don't let them get to the level where it's reported to the DON or the administrator. Stop it in its tracks. Prevent it from happening to begin with. NACA has over 40,000 members within the nation. There are 1.5 million CNAs in the nation. There is so much more room to grow here with the facility memberships and the individual memberships, but there's so much information here and feedback and support within our association that we would be able to touch lives and change lives if we could get it through the entire nation. Take those steps to take the information that is provided and change it and mold it and let it set in the minds and the hearts of the people that are out there caring for the frail, the disabled, and the elderly across our nation, so that we won't have to hear headlines every single week about people getting things stolen from them, people getting physically abused, people getting sexually abused, nurses and CNAs stealing drugs from the med cards. This is all stuff that is preventable and can be stopped if CNAs, professional CNAs out there in our field, take the action and the steps that are needed to stop it. I thank you guys all for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you right back here on Monday.